Hello everyone, I'm Cody.
And I'm Liz.
And welcome to Unit 9, Thrown Out. So maybe you've heard of the porcelain throne. I don't know why I tried to do a British accent there. But the porcelain throne, or AKA toilet, there was a dispute between these neighbors when it came to all the way back in 2003 when a toilet was installed into this wall. And for almost 20 years, there was this ongoing case between these neighbors. Throne.
Throne.
Dispute.
Dispute.
Mostly because late at night, there was this loud flushing sound. And we might have some neighbors who flush too much, make too much noise around us, but this was causing quite a lot of mental suffering or medical concerns with the sound, very loud pitch noise that it was making.
Okay.
Flushing.
Flushing.
I'll talk a little more about that later, but this caused a huge dispute between the neighbors, and it was going on for 2 decades essentially. And well, we all like to have some kind of nice toilet or throne in a way. The porcelain throne is, we jokingly call it.
Yes.
And people put bidets, they put things to machines to help with the water pressure or something, and it can cause some noise. And well, this, dispute turned into a long legal battle that escalated all the way up to the Supreme Court. And we'll talk about the outcome a little later. Escalate.
Escalate.
So, do you either wake up late at night, naturally, or do you have neighbors that ever wake you up?
Fortunately, no. I sometimes have trouble getting to sleep, but once I am asleep, I am out.
Heavy sleeper?
Like a light. I am a pretty heavy sleeper. So even if my husband wakes up in the middle of the night, I have no idea about any of that. I am totally gone. And my neighbors are generally pretty quiet at night. So the only case where they might have woken me up is if I slept late on a Saturday. I used to have neighbors, they have moved out, fortunately, but they really love to practice piano early on Saturday morning.
How early?
Like 8 or 9, so not really early, but if you're trying to sleep in, you've had a tough week, then it might have woken me up. Usually I was awake before that, though. How about you? Do you have any neighbor problems or sleeping problems?
Not really, but just recently there was a neighbor that moved in 3 weeks ago. And of course when they move in, there's a lot of noise. That's common, But after about the second week, I was like, okay, why are you cleaning at 1 a.m.? I can hear you, you have the laundry machine going, it's 1:30, like, that's not acceptable. The first week and a half, almost 2, I was totally just accepting of the noise, the cleaning, the laundry, like all of that, because, you box things up, you clean.
There's lots of stuff to do when you move in.
2 weeks is appropriate, I think. But
more than appropriate.
Thankfully, the noise hasn't woken me up, but if I'm up very late, I still sometimes hear them, around 1 a.m. if I'm up that late. So I don't know when they sleep, if they sleep.
That is the mystery.
Yeah. And now the language focus. First up, at all hours. So for my example, I don't like getting phone calls at all hours of the night.
Oh, that's really annoying.
Turn off the ringer.
Okay, and the second point is, it would have made more sense to. So for example, I did a master's program right after graduating from university, but it would have made more sense to get some work experience before starting the master's program.
That can be very practical, right? All right, well that's it for our preview. We'll see you on the review section.